Hello everyone, especially for those who are fan of Pokemon. So if you want to play Pokemon Legends Arceus but don't know how to play it into your PC or into your mobile phone, then this is the perfect video tutorial for you to watch because I'm gonna teach you everything you need to get started. But I will be focusing more on how to install and play this game into your PC, but the installation process will be the same as into your mobile phone. So as long as you follow all the steps here, then you'll be able to play it into your PC or into your Android phone. So what you need is that you'll need to have all of these 4 files here that I have highlighted in my desktop, and also you will need to install an application that is called Yuzu. So for those who don't know, Yuzu is an emulator that can run Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have all of these 4 files here installed in Yuzu emulator. Without these files, Yuzu emulator will not be able to play Pokemon Legends Arceus. So I have Pokemon Legends Arceus here, and it's in an XCI file format, and it's in version 1.1.1. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Yuzu emulator first. So I'm just going to type in Yuzu emulator here in my web browser and hit search. Now the first result is using emulator.org. That is their official website, so be sure to click on that. And now go to download. Now I'm going to go to Android link here. And if you have a decent Android mobile device, then you can use emulator for Android here. So just click on this. Then this is the public version, which is free. And this one is the paid version, which has better support and much more updated than the free version. But if you can wait for a week or two, then you can also use the free version here, because the paid version is 1 or 2 weeks updated first than the public build. So if you have Linux device, you can also use the Linux installer here, and if you're from Windows just like me, you can get the installer here. So I'll be focusing more in installing playing Pokemon Legends Arceus into my PC here. So just click on this and download the installer for Yuzu emulator. So since I have already have Yuzu emulator into my PC, so I'm just gonna skip on this part. So open up Yuzu emulator now. And I'm going to assume that you have already installed the latest build of Yuzu emulator, which is version 1.5.3 here. So once you run Yuzu emulator, since this is your first installation, then you'll be met with certain errors saying that you will need some certain files to be installed in Yuzu emulator before you can play Switch games. So what are these files? Those files are these 4 files here that I have highlighted in my desktop. These are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Both should be in version 16.0.3 because this is the latest firmware and keys version of the Switch that will allow you to play all of the previously released and newly released Switch games into your PC, such as Pokemon Legends Arceus. So, Pokemon Legends Arceus should either be in XCI or NSP file format so that Yuzu emulator will be able to detect that game. So if you're asking me where to get all of these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console and that you have modded that Nintendo Switch console. Then you have installed a custom firmware in it. And once you have installed a custom firmware in it, it means that you can access now your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just copy and transfer all of the Nintendo Switch keys and the firmware files from your Switch to your PC. Now, in order for you to get Pokemon Legends Arceus, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase a game legally, get a physical copy of that game, or a digital copy of that game in the eShop. Then you can now digitally back up that game into an XCI file format, just like mine here. So, if you have a Switch but don't know how to install a mod or custom firmware in it, or you don't have a Switch but still wants to play this game and don't know where to get all of this files, so I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you where to get all of these 4 files here. So in order for you to get all of these 4 files here, I'm just going to leave a QR code here on the screen wherein you can scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile device. Once you have scanned that QR code, you will be redirected to the page wherein you can get all of these 4 files. So once you are in approms.com, all you have to do is just hover down a little bit in the middle part of the website so that you will get the XCI file format of Pokemon Legends Arceus and its updated file. And once you have done that, hover down a little bit in the bottom part of the website so that you will get the keys and the firmware file from the Switch. So once it's done and you have downloaded all those files, just transfer them into your PC via USB cable, assuming that you are using an Android phone when you have downloaded this file. So I'm going to open Yuzu emulator now. And I'm going to assume that you already have a copy of this file. So it's time to install them. To do this, just go to File, open Yuzu folder, open Keys folder here, and then open the keys zip file, which is in the desktop, and then just copy all these files here, transfer them into this folder. This folder should be empty because it's your first installation. And now closing that, it's time to install the firmware. To do this, just go to File, open Yuzu folder, and then open NAND folder, and then go to System folder here, then Contents folder, then Registered folder. The next step is to open the firmware file into the desktop here, and then just paste them here. Okay, so it's copying all of the firmware files from the Switch files to your PC now, so that your user will be able to play Switch games. Now closing this, now your Yuzu emulator now is fully capable of booting up and playing Nintendo Switch games. So the next step now is to optimize your Yuzu emulator so that you'll be able to play Pokemon Legends Arceus with no issues at all. To do this, just go to Emulation, Configure, and then in this part, just pause the video and copy everything that you see from here. So for the General tab, just be sure to copy everything. The System tab, you can change this to whatever settings you have, so be sure to do that. Now go to CPU. This is my settings, so it's set to auto. And in the graphics tab, so this is the most important part, so be sure to copy everything here. The API, you can change the API in Vulkan if there are games that does not run well. So just be sure to change on that. And every setting that you see from here should be set accordingly, okay? So be sure to copy everything. So resolution scale is 2x resolution, so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful rather than the native resolution of the Switch. And I'm just gonna... and if you have some problems in running the game, then you can just revert it back into the native resolution, which is 1x resolution. I'm gonna go to the advanced tab here. So be sure to copy everything here. Just pause the video and copy everything. Now go to audio. Everything is set to auto. The sound output is in stereo. In controls, I have used my Nintendo Switch Pro controller in controlling Switch games because that is much better, because it's really hard to control with mouse and keyboard. So if you have an Xbox or PlayStation controller here, you can just connect your controller and then mount them up to accordingly to your liking. But both left and right sticks should be in 0.20% so that there'll be no drifting in your playthrough. Once done, hit OK. Now your Yuzu emulator now is fully optimized to run and play Pokemon Legends Arceus and all the previously released Nintendo Switch games into your PC now. So a little bit of disclaimer, I'll not be able to show you guys a gameplay of Pokemon Legends Arceus into my PC because we all know that Nintendo is real strict on this kind of content and they don't really want it to be shown into the internet. So if I showed you guys a gameplay that Pokemon Legends Arceus is running quite well into my PC, then my channel will be taken down, my videos will be taken down, and that would be a major hassle on my side. So the next step now is I'm going to show you, because I forgot how to install and update Pokemon Legends Arceus here so that it could become 1.1 version. So to do this, all you have to do is go to File, Install Files to NAND, and locate that Pokemon Legends Arceus update, just like mine here. So I have this one. Just click on that and hit open, and then it will update your Pokemon Legends Arceus to version 1.1.1. So, okay guys, I am willing to compromise a little bit so that there will be proof that this video tutorial is working. So I'm just going to blur the screen from here on out and show you that the game will boot up into the title screen. And once I am the title screen, I'm just going to start the animation from there, okay? So I cannot show you guys a gameplay. Again, please do understand. So, Pokemon Legends Arceus will run quite well now in Yuzu emulator, both in PC and in mobile device. So be sure to to follow all the steps that I've shown you in this video tutorial. So I'm just going to stop the animation here. And as long as you follow all the steps that I've shown you in this video tutorial, you're guaranteed to play Pokemon Legends Arceus perfectly well into your PC and into your mobile phone, as long as you have all these 4 files here installed into your Yuzu emulator for PC and Android. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Pokemon Legends Arceus, just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.